The humble carrot, very rarely is it heroed in a dish, but I want to change that by showing you how to make this beautiful entree or side dish using whole carrots, and I'm going to make a delicious Caesar sauce. Now, Caesar sauce usually has lots of anchovies, but I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like anchovies, so I'm going to be using some tuna instead. This is a delicious dish. So into a jug, I'll add 1 can of tuna in spring water. Now, I've drained it from the water, and I just love this substitute for the anchovies, not only because I know there's a lot of people that don't like it out there, but because I've always got a can of tuna in my cupboard, and it's fantastic for this particular sauce. So 1 can tuna, and you can see I'm just flaking it with my fork just to make it much easier to blend up. I'll add some Parmesan cheese, so a good handful of Parmesan, 1.5. Some Worcestershire sauce, along with some vinegar and a clove of garlic. And I'm just going to finely mince this into it. Use a really small clove of garlic for this because I don't want it to overpower the other flavours in there. Now I'm going to add some eggs to this, but instead of using raw eggs, I want to use hard-boiled eggs. So I'll cut them in half, so 3 eggs for this recipe, and I only want the yolks for the sauce. This is going to help make it quite rich and it's going to thicken it up. I'm not going to waste any of these whites because I'm going to be finely chopping them and using it as a garnish. I just love the colour contrast between those orange carrots and speckles of white egg white. So now we're just going to finish these off. You see they come out quite easily. And I've just hard boiled these for about 8 minutes or so. And the last one, great. Okay, pinch of salt, very small pinch of salt because there's salt already in the Parmesan and in the tuna, and some freshly cracked pepper. And some mustard, Dijon mustard. So I'll just use a stick blender just to start blending this, and then little by little I'll add some grapeseed oil. That's absolutely perfect. See this consistency? That's what we're after, drizzling consistency. Love this sauce, it's so good. So we'll pop that to the side, and now in my little fancy chopper over here, I love to use this because it's going to finely chop all of the egg whites. So we'll just pop them in there and we'll just chop that until it almost looks like a crumb. Perfect, that's what we're after. See that? Okay, let's plate up. So lovely white plate so the carrots pop. We'll place a few of our carrots onto the plate. And this is a dish I like to serve at room temperature. You don't want the carrots to be too hot or too cold. For the flavours to really shine, everything at room temperature. So we'll just pile the carrots on. And I have steamed these carrots for about 20 minutes, but it really depends on how big your carrots are. To see if they're tender, all you need to do is just pierce it with a small knife, and if it goes through quite easily, you know that they're ready. Okay, our gorgeous sauce, grab a spoon and be generous with our tuna sauce. We want to drizzle that over the top and let it just drizzle down the sides. And this is a very textural dish too, because just like this, it's delicious, but when we add nuts to it and different herbs, it really takes it to the next level. A little bit more, 1 more spoonful. I do love this sauce. A sprinkle of toasted hazelnuts that have been roughly chopped. And don't forget the egg. So a few spoonfuls of that over the top. See that colour? How great does that look? And for the herbs, a combination of chervil. This is really nice with tarragon too, or just simply parsley. But I just love the subtle flavour of chervil. And for a mild onion flavour, good old chives. Grab a sharp knife and just finely slice these. Just want a little sprinkle. It's plenty. Sprinkle that over the top. There you go, what a way to make the humble carrot shine, add that gorgeous Caesar style sauce Instead of anchovies, try it with tuna. You'll love it.